And now, our feature presentation.
We want to go and do something for ourselves. Will you help us, or will you leave us alone to go and do these things for us? 6, stop police brutality and all unjust doings against our people with a united black brotherhood front throughout America. Protect our women whom you have trodden underfoot, and every man of various races. I say all the races of the earth have came and have trampled upon the moral of our woman in America, and today she is not even recognized as a woman in the society of the nations of the earth, but as a prostitute, as a member that is not wanted, as a member that is not fit for a man to trust, to raise or rear children for his future nation. And races of the earth has done this. We are tired of standing and looking on strange men taking the advantage of our women. We are tired of this. We are ready to give our blood and life for the protection of that woman. This has destroyed us. This has destroyed our demand for equal justice. This has destroyed us as a people that is not even worthwhile, not even fit to be classified as members of a nation. This you have done for us, and still do this. It is not because our woman is absolutely civilized and understands herself and knows you and God. It is because of her blindness. It is because of her deafness. It is because of her ignorance to the knowledge of self and to others. It is because she has been made like that from her grandparents, who was also treated as dogs among the civilized nations of the earth in slavery time, and especially by the white man of America, who kept her and who even gotten children by her and then put his own children on the block for sale. My grandmother, she herself was house and house, and she herself and her grandmother and her own mother was sold from plantation to plantation. And yet, today, this poor people, after all of these wounds that they have received, is now charged with even making trouble by even asking for freedom, justice, and equality from a people who will never by nature give it to us. We know these things now. 7, fight with those who fight against you. This is the teachings of the Holy Quran according to the religion of Islam. The poor so-called American Negro have never stood up and fought like men for their rights. They have fought for the rights of their slave master, but not for themselves. This I said to you, we today, the American so-called Negro, the lost and found members of the tribe of Shabbat, must unite and stand up like men and fight for that which we know is our own life and the absolutely force, the buckle, the shield, the protected canvas for our lives. We must fight for it. We must unite. We must go hand in hand and forget about 1,000 different denominations of religions which has never done you any good, nor will it ever do anybody else any good that looks like you. It is the thing that we should do today. We should unite under the crescent, under a religion, or any religion, pardon me, that God Himself is the author. A religion that God defends His people in. Pardon me. I'm with my people to do the thing that is right and of just. You have mistreated us for so long that now you are afraid of unity among the so-called American Negroes. And you charges me with trying to create trouble while that Almighty God judge between you and I. That I'm doing more for my followers in the way of moral respect than you ever has and ever will do for the whole black, lost and found people of the tribes of Shabazz in America. You have swallowed them up. You have wrapped them up and submerged them into the filth of the nation of the earth. And now does not like to see a divine man of God wash them up in the spirit of God and decency of God and the nation of righteous, that they may be respected as other nations of the earth. You don't want that. You want the Negro to stay subject to you. You want the Negro to be ever your free slave. You're not offering him anything but soft words. That's all you're offering him. Offering him social equality, but no way. You're not offering him shares in the government, shares in the country that you have now built up to number 50 states, that he has shed his blood for and died on foreign soil for your independence. Now, he wants to be independent himself, and he asks leave of you. And you don't want him to leave you because you want to continue to mistreat him. You want to hold him as a prey. I say we want justice. We want equal justice under the law of justice regardless to whom or what. We want equality, equal opportunity, equal members of the society of the best of this civilized world. We want for all of our people in America whose parents or grandparents, up from slavery time of freedom to go for self with enough or some instrument to start and maintain or supply us with by our slave masters for the next 20 or 25 years until we are able to produce and supply our own needs in a separate state or territory to ourselves, here or there. These are the things that we want. We want these things, and we must have them somewhere on these planet Earth. We must remember that the time is now, that the so-called American Negro must awake to the knowledge of self, to the knowledge of doing something for self. We want you to know that we don't want to give you no trouble, but you are giving us trouble. You are beating and killing and fighting us to keep us from leaving you and seeking freedom, justice, and equality as other civilized people. Today, you are putting them in jail. You're putting my followers in jail. I have hundreds of followers throughout the country in jail for no other reason than that they are seeking freedom, justice, and equality from you. I thank you, and on the next broadcast, this subject will be continued. Thank you. I say to you, in the Arab language, Assalamu alaikum.